Welcome to MarcusG.tv. I am Chef Marcus Giuliano, and I'm a chef on a mission. Today's mission is dangers of eating out. Dangers of eating out at a sushi restaurant. I did one on Mexican, dangers of eating out at a Mexican restaurant before, and it was very popular. I got a lot of great comments on it and emails, because people think that Mexican is so healthy, and a lot of people say, well, sushi is healthy. Go to a sushi restaurant and you'll get really healthy food there. Well, let me just tell you why I do not like going to sushi restaurants, and if I do, I really watch what I eat there. It's a very small amount of food that is actually safe, in my opinion, in the average sushi restaurant. So let me start from the top. Miso soup. Everybody loves miso soup, right? Made with soy. Most soy is genetically modified, so my guess is the soy you're eating in the miso at the sushi restaurant you're going to is made from genetically modified soybeans. Ouch. The rice. Most rice is from Japan in sushi restaurants. Did you hear of Fukushima? Did you hear the cesium and all the radiation that came out? It's pretty bad. There's an article in January in the New York Times on the contamination of rice in in Japan. And the funny thing is the government says, oh yeah, it's safe, and then when it gets independently tested, it's just a totally different outcome. Okay? The situation in Japan is terrible. I wouldn't buy anything from Japan right now. Nothing. And they just let Kobe beef back into the country. That's because they know that we'll eat it. Us Americans will eat it and not say anything about it. I wouldn't eat the rice from Japan at all. I don't care what part of Japan it's from. Okay? That Fukushima is still spewing radiation. The building's sinking. It's not a good situation at all. The food in Japan is tainted. The food in the oceans is getting tainted from Fukushima. Next item, ginger. The pickled ginger most likely has MSG in it. And if it's pink, it has food coloring in it. Two things that are no-no. The wakame salad, most likely sweetened with corn syrup. Corn syrup is made from corn, which is most likely genetically modified. 99% chance you're eating genetically modified corn when you're eating your wakame salad. Wakame by itself can be a very healthy vegetable, extremely healthy. It's a sea vegetable. But then loaded up with GMO corn syrup, I wouldn't touch it. I really wouldn't touch it. Tempura batter. Sushi restaurants do a lot of tempura batter, right? Tempura batter, I've been able to read the ingredients on commercial tempura batter. Trans fats, corn syrup, chemicals, stabilizers, some funky ingredients, okay? That's not how my grandmother would make tempura. Soy sauce, again, GMO'd, made from soy. Most likely soy is GMO'd. Any kind of sweet sauce, teriyaki or anything in a sushi restaurant, these really sweet sauces, the mayonnaise, soybean oil, so it's genetically modified, high fructose corn syrup, genetically modified. It's bad news. That spicy sriracha sauce that you put on your sushi, on the spicy tuna roll, that's half their mayonnaise, half sriracha. That mayonnaise is crap. Disgusting crap. It's not even real food. Tofu, made from soy. GMO'd soy, most likely. Stay away from the tofu. Now onto the fish, the tuna. High mercury levels in the tuna. Stay away from that. The salmon, most likely it's farmed. High androgen levels, not good. Hormones, all kinds of chemicals. All the problems that are associated with farmed salmon. I have tons of blogs on the dangers of farmed salmon. Don't touch a farmed salmon. I haven't touched farmed salmon in 12 years. I would not touch farmed salmon at all. And I'm really scared to touch wild salmon now too. The food supply is getting really scary. The shrimp. Shrimp is most likely farmed in Asia. Very inexpensively cheap farmed shrimp. Fed everything from pig feces to chemicals. The articles are out there. You can Google it. Find the dangers on farmed shrimp from Asia. It is disgusting. The employees are at risk. The people in the local villages are at risk. And you're eating the stuff, you're at risk. It's not a pretty picture at all. You ever read the ingredients in the fake crab in the California rolls? The so-called fake crab? Yeah, a lot of fillers in there too. Food coloring and fillers. The premise is good because it has sort of real fish in it, but not good. The chicken, probably non-organic chicken, probably loaded with hormones, antibiotics, probably covered in dead feces when it's processed. Yeah, not that good. The vegetables, the pickled veg, yeah. I ordered pickled daikons one time because somebody wanted pickled daikons in my restaurant. I looked at the ingredients in it. It was years ago. Sent it right back. There's crap, food coloring, junk in there too, those pickled vegetables. When I go to a sushi restaurant, you know, you can take your own tamari sauce. They come in little packets. Sanjay makes little packets of tamari sauce, GMO free, really cool packets, wheat free. I eat vegetables, you know, mustard greens, baby bok choy, but you know, it's just, they're going to put something on it. They're going to either cook it in some kind of oil, and corn oil or soybean oil that's genetically modified. It's really tough to go out to a sushi restaurant. I feel they're one of the worst restaurants because everything is based upon soy throughout the whole menu. Soy and ginger and it's just corn syrup. You can't get away from that, especially from soy, from the soybean itself, whether it's soy sauce or tofu or the miso soup. It's just everywhere throughout the whole menu. It's really, really challenging. And then with the rice, and it's a disaster. Ask questions. Then the sake. The sake is made from rice, and a lot of sake comes from Japan. There is American sake producers, Momakawa. There's some great sake here in America, but the really high-end sake and the good sakes typically come from Japan, and then small little bottles, big bottles, whatever, in the box. Gekikan being the largest sake producer in the world from Japan. It's made from the same rice that's been exposed to the cesium, possibly, and all kinds of other stuff, the radiation and the aftermath of Fukushima. You know, they mill the rice down. That's what makes high-quality sushi, high-quality sake, is they mill the rice down and take layer and layer off. So one might say, well, they're taking the layers that were exposed. I'm sorry. The rice is permeable. It's going to absorb. I wouldn't trust it at all. Please hit like, subscribe, pass it on, share it, and be careful when you eat at a sushi restaurant.